Hello guys, welcome back to my lecture on quadratic equation. In the previous lectures we had discussed what is quadratic equation. The degree of the quadratic equation is 2, the standard form of quadratic equation, and then in the last lecture we had also discussed the how to find the roots. Like we have studied the first method of finding the roots, that is factorization method. Now in this lecture we will study completing square method. Okay, what method it is? Completing square method. Okay, completing square method, or it is also said as perfect square method. Okay, perfect square method. Okay, so we have both the methods are same, only with different names. So this is our second method. Now how do we solve sums using this method? Let us see the method. So we have the question x square plus x minus 20 equal to 0. Okay. See, this is the method to find the solution of the equation. To find the solution of the equation means to find the value of x. That is the two values of x. Okay, so this question can also be solved by factorization method, but there are few questions that we cannot solve by factorization method, so we need to know some other method to find the value of x, right? So we have this method, that is completing square method. So what we have to do in this method is always make sure that you have to make the coefficient of x square 1. Okay, make the coefficient of x square as 1. Okay, here it should be 1. If it is not 1, then we have to make it 1. Okay, we will see that in the next example, but right now here it is already 1. Then we will write this as x square plus x plus k is equal to x minus a whole square. Okay, we need to write the equation this way. So what we get from this is x square plus x plus k. Expand this, you will get x square minus 2ax plus a square. Now if you compare both the sides, comparing both sides, what we will get is, see here the coefficient of x is 1 and here the coefficient of x is minus 2a. So we can say that minus 2a is equal to 1 and k is a square. Okay, this k is a square and this coefficient of x, and here coefficient of x, here it is 1 and here it is minus 2a. So from here we get a is minus 1 upon 2 and hence k will be minus 1 upon 2 whole square, that is 1 upon 4. Okay, now what happens is we need to substitute this value of k. This k value is 1 upon 4 in this equation. So the thing is, this equation is not completing, this equation is not a perfect square. Okay, so now this is the value that we have got. Now what we have to do is this value 1 upon 4 x square plus x. Okay, we have to write these two terms and then add this 1 upon 4. As we have added this in the question, so we need to also subtract this and then minus 20. Okay, so what I have done, x square plus x and then this number 1 upon 4. As we have added this, subtract it, minus 1 upon 4, because we cannot change the question, right? Because this 1 upon 4 we are adding by ourselves, so we need to remove it. So here we get x plus 1 upon x whole square. Okay, so what you do is, see this thing, okay, this 3. Now we have to write this in square. Okay, we have to write this in square. Now this is first term, second term and third term. So square root of the first term, square root of x square is x. Sine of the second term, so plus, and again the square root of the third term, so it is 1 upon 2. And take these terms to the right side. So we get 1 upon 4 plus 20. Right? So let me continue it here. Now what do we do is, we write this as x plus 1 upon 2 whole square is equal to, and cross multiply this. If you cross multiply or take the LCM of this fraction, you will get 25 upon 4. Okay, so we have the square, we have to remove the square, so taking square root on both sides, taking square root on both sides. So if you take square root on both sides, we get x plus 1 upon 2, so this 2 will be eliminated, and 25 upon 4 will give you 5 upon 2, right? 25 upon 4 will give you 5 upon 2. But you should note one thing, that since this is the square root, so you will take plus minus 5 upon 2. Okay, so we get x is equal to 5 upon 2 minus half, or x is equal to minus 5 upon 2 minus half. So this gives us x is 4 upon 2, that is 2. Okay, 4 upon 2 is 2, or x is minus 6 upon 2, that is minus 3. So this is our answer. Okay, 2 and minus 3 is the value of the x, that is the solution of this equation. Okay, this method is bit lengthy compared to the factorization method, but there are few questions that you may get which you cannot solve by factorization method, so we have to use this method. Okay, so we will say one more sum. Okay, so we have the sum 9y square minus 12y plus 2 equal to 0. So what was the first thing that we are supposed to do? We need to make this coefficient 1. Okay, so we will divide all the terms by 9. So we have y square minus 12 upon 9y plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0. Got it? Now the next step is you will write let y square minus 12 upon 9y plus k. Okay, plus k, that is plus something, we don't know what we should add so that this becomes perfect square, plus k is equal to, okay, now instead of x minus a we will write y minus a, because the the variable used in the question is y. So from this we get y square minus 12 upon 9y plus k, open this bracket, y square minus 2ay plus a square. Comparing both sides, right, comparing both sides. See, the one good thing about this method is, even though it is lengthy, all the steps are similar. Okay, in factorization you have to always think of some number, right? So every method has its some advantages and limitations. So comparing both sides, what do we get? See here, the coefficient of y is minus 12 upon 9 is equal to minus 2a. Okay, this minus gets cancelled, 2 ones are 2 6 are, so we get the value of a is 2 upon 3. Okay, because we can also reduce 6 upon 9 by 3, and here we get k as a square, so therefore k is 4 upon 9. Okay, the main thing is we have to get the value of k, so we have got k as 4 upon 9. So what was our question? So this is, here you have to use now, not this. So y square minus 12 upon 9y plus 4 by 9, and then minus 4 upon 9 and plus 2 upon 9. Okay, plus 2 upon 9 is from here. Write these three terms in perfect square. Okay, and this numbers to the right side. How will you convert this into perfect square? Square root of the first term, sine of second, and then again square root of the third term. And let us take this there. So 4 upon 9 minus 2 upon 9. So therefore y upon 2 upon 9 whole square is 2 upon 9. Now take square root on both sides. So taking square root on both sides, so this 2 will get, so 2 will go away because you are taking the square root, and that square root of 2 upon 9. See, there is no square. 2 is not a perfect square, so 2 will remain inside the root and 9 will give us 3, and here you will have plus and minus. So the last step is y is equal to, first you take this positive, so root 3 upon 2, and this on the right side, so plus 2 upon 9, or y is equal to, now let me take it as negative, and 2 upon 9. So this is our answer. Okay, the value of y is this. Okay, I hope you have followed this method. So there are many more questions given in your textbook, so you can practice it. I have shown you 2 examples, one where the coefficient was 1 here, and now I have taken an example where the coefficient is not 1. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss about the formula method, because there's another method by which we can find the solution of a quadratic equation. Okay, till then, take care, bye bye.